Well, hey, who is the CEO? Who is the CEO of your life, right? This week, the word is all about obedience, right? Because obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So look, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Academy, the #1 training environment for women in the world looking to move from their career to their calling and navigate their journey from their passions to their profits. What we do is we assist women with building their confidence, their courage, and their competence to accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called them to do. So look, the question that's on the table today is, who is the CEO? And you may be wondering, what does that mean? What does that position actually do? What are their responsibilities? So first, let me say that all of you guys who are listening and who are a part of this group know that you are the CEO of your life. And when it comes to being obedient to what it is that you have been called to do, there's someone who is driving you, motivating you, giving you direction, right? And that person should be your spiritual father. Hey, sis. Oh, you don't see me. I see you popped up here in my message, but hopefully you'll be able to click in and refresh. My sister, one of my sisters, is trying to log on. I'm on. I am on. So hopefully she'll be able to find me. I'm getting messages here, but hopefully she'll be able to click on and see me live. Erica, I'll be waiting on you. When you hop on, just let me know that you made it here. But look, you guys, so the conversation again is about being the CEO, or who is the CEO, who is actually running your life. And for all of us, I mean, God should be the head. Let's keep it real. Let's be super duper honest here, that God is the person who should be in control of what it is that we're doing. And he is the person that we are actually living this life for. But if you are in doubt about what it is and who it is that you're living for, I need you to pay close attention to the things that you do throughout the day. Who are you listening to and the actions that you're taking? So let's talk about the responsibilities of the CEO. The CEO is the person who actually gives the directives to all of the employees and all of the people underneath him or her, right? They are also responsible for all of the resources that come through the company. So all of the resources that have come through your hands, have you been responsible for them? Have you taken good care of them? What would those resources be? That would be your money, your time, your skills, your talents, your positions, your influence. All of the things that God have entrusted to you to be the CEO over. Have you been doing your job? Have you been obedient? Have you been using them for the thing that he has called you to do? And how would you know that? Based on the results, based on the things that you see. Do they align with what it is you believe that he has called you to do? Have you been using them to upbuild the kingdom and to answer your calling? Well, then that will answer the question about how you're doing with your resources. But here's another thing that you got to get. Get that you are a resource. You, the whole embodiment of you, everything that represents you is a resource. I tell people who have ever heard me speak, come to my classes, that I'm a resource. I am here to be used, not abused, but to be used. So it doesn't mean that you don't invest in my services, you don't invest in what it is that I offer, but that I am here to actually serve and assist the people that I am called to assist. And I am their resource, right? What? How? To help them build the courage and the confidence to say yes to God. For them to learn what it takes to go ahead and start the business, to start the ministries, to start the new thing, right? Whatever it is that God has called them to do. Hey, Sister Alicia, I see that you've hopped on. Thanks for hopping on. So the CEO, who is the CEO? Who's giving those directives? Who's calling you or telling you to do a particular thing? And the question is, are you open to be that resource? Are you open to use your skills, your gifts, and your talents and ability to say yes to what it is that he has called you to do? Why? Because that's who you live this life for. That is the person who has given you a renewed life, a new creation. You are within him, right? So you should be getting your instructions from the person that created you. What are some other responsibilities of the CEO? The CEO is also the person that maintains the relationship between the board members and the other people who are on the team. That means your responsibility is to help and lead the people that you serve to Christ. You thought that your job was here to help lead people to your company or to help them do the things for your company, to help them earn money, whatever the thing is that you think that you're here to do, that is not really what you're here to do. That may be the avenue or the path or the thing that you use in order to do what you are called to do. But the main mission for all of us is to be disciples, to lead people to Christ, to lead people to that renewed and restored relationship with God. That's what we're here for. That's the game that we're playing, whether we know it or not. So you are the liaison between getting them to where they need to be. So the question is, who are you getting your instructions from, Miss CEO? Okay, so now that you get that you are the liaison, you are the person that's getting the instructions and following and funneling it down to the people who needs to receive it. What is the other thing for the CEO? Ho ho. So the CEO is also the face of the company. Now here's where it gets interesting. Here's where people become uncomfortable, because you don't feel like you are called to be a leader, or that you're called to be the face, or that you're called to be the person to represent the mission. But you are, regardless of how big and small. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be on stages across the country or maybe on TV, but you do have a mission. You are a CEO of your life, and people are watching you. Remember, I talked about my children being inspired by me, and that I want them to imitate or emulate me. Like I'm the person they should want to be like first, meaning I should be the godly example that they should see. They should see things that they admire about me. Well, it's the same thing for your children. It's the same thing for the people who are in your community, the people who work on your team, the people who go to church with you, all the young ladies who are watching you. They should want to be like you in some form, face, or faction, some form, shape, or fashion, right? Some people may want to teach like you. Some people may want to sing like you. Some people may want to dress like you. Some people may want to do their makeup like you. Whatever it is that's a positive influence, use it to what? To strike up that conversation on where you really need to get them to, which is to Christ. So look, Miss CEO, the question is, who is the CEO of your life? Right? Who are you getting your instructions from? Who are you getting the resources from? Who do the resources belong to? Right? You get that you're a steward. You get that they're on borrowed time. Even everything about you mainly is borrowed besides your soul, right? The spirit is borrowed because when you die, it goes back to God. Your body, borrowed, is going to the ground. The place and the thing that you're living for, to see or take to a higher level, to make sure that it is saved and you experience heaven, is your soul. So, Miss CEO, how is it going with the managing of all of these things? And we talked about management last week, but are you obedient to what it is that you have been given and assigned to? Are you listening for his voice? Are you in communication for his direction and everything that you are learning and seeing and experiencing on a daily basis? Are you being obedient? Because obedient is better than sacrifice, right? Obedience is the very best way to show that we believe. Believe who? The CEO. Who's the CEO? The person that's in charge or responsible for you being here on earth. And who and what are you trying to do for the CEO? Is win souls. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to win souls. We're trying to get people where they need to be, right? And regardless of how you do it, for me, it's speaking, teaching, and coaching. For you, it may be the podcast. For you, it may be building a class. For you, it may be teaching in a classroom. I don't know how you're supposed to do it. I'm not sure. He's told you, but he hasn't told me. He told me what I needed to do, and I'm sure you're super clear on what it is that you need to do. So this message is to encourage you to go ahead, be obedient, answer the calling, do what it is that God has called you to do. If you need help or assistance and you want to have a conversation about it, set up a discovery call. We can talk about it. If you're still battling with what it is that you're called to do, not really sure on what your purpose is, not really sure what you should be obedient to, get assistance, get help. I can help you pull it out of yourself. I can't tell you what it is. You already know what it is. God has already given it to you. Take a look at the things that you desire, your dreams, the things that you're passionate about. They're speaking to you. They're pulling you. They're nudging you to go ahead and take that leap and take that jump. So just answer. And if you need assistance, again, I'm here to serve you, because what? I am a resource. All right. I love you guys. I look forward to serving you on tomorrow. Be the CEO, the best CEO that you can be. Be trustworthy, be obedient, be responsible for your resources, be responsible for leading other people, be responsible for being the liaison for other people who are on your team, people who are in your community, people who are at your company, and more importantly, be a good face for Christ. Yeah, be a good face for Christ. That means do things that represent him well. Represent the CEO, the company well, because we are all here for that particular cause. All right, I love you. I look forward to serving you soon. Share this video. Tag people to be a part of this group, because you can't share the video because it's a private group, but you can invite people to come in. So just tag their name. They'll be able to come inside, get the juicy nuggets, and let them know that I'm coming in here each and every day during the week, Monday through Friday, dropping nuggets to assist them with how to be a great CEO of this life that God has blessed us with. I love you. I look forward to seeing you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.